Welcome back. In this video I get the engine installed, get a few accessories put on and get that one step closer to a first start. So here's the engine rebuilt as per the previous video. Goes in real easy, and then what I do is just give it a quick crank over and just check I've got spark, which I do. So that's all looking pretty promising. Then here it is here. I start working on the exhaust. Now this is the original exhaust, believe it or not, from 1967. I just cleaned it up using quadruple O steel wool, but the problem was I found the header pipe there actually was rusted out and had a couple of holes in it. So I made a little rig up in the lathe, just poured out a bit of aluminium, and you'll see here I stuck the tube through there, has the base sticking up a bit, get it red hot, and I basically just had a go at panel beating it around, and I was actually amazed. It's come out awesome. So there it is with that plant or the face on it. And once I got that far, I put in the lathe. I turn it down a little bit just to get it to fit properly in the housing bolt. So that worked out perfectly. Then I had some 35mm tube, cut it up the right angle, just a couple of little bends in it, a couple of welds, welded the final bit on the bike to make sure it's going to fit, complete the welding on the bench, put a bit of paint on it, heat-proof paint, and that was job done. And that is basically as good as new. So the exhaust is done. Then I had this Posi Force emblem, and it was a bit dented up, and I thought I was going to put it on the way it is, and then I thought, no, I've gone this far, might as well do it properly. So I start with 120 grit, and I'm just sanding out the highs. So I go 120 grit, 360, 600, 800, 1200 wet and dry in the end. And you'll see as I progressively do this, I get all of those dents out. So my panel beating probably got it within a fraction of a millimetre, and then I got the rest of the lows out by just sanding that panel. So in a moment you'll see getting down to quite fine wet and dry at this point, and you can see that the dents are out. It's looking quite clean, and there it is. And then what I do, get on the buffer, coarse buffing, coarse compound first, change pads over, do the same thing with the right down to the fine compound and a soft wheel, and come out awesome. So really happy with that. I've just got to do the other side now. Once I got that far, I put some tape on there, repainted the black, the red and the blue, and then I installed it on the fuel tank, and I think that is good as new. It's probably better than what it was new. So I think it's come up great. Put it on the bike. So there it is. As I said, I need to do the other side, and then I'll start doing the electric. So I buy a motorbat battery, and I start wiring things up. I've got the blinkers to work. There's a couple of things I still need to mess about with on the handlebars. There's the oil pot, so I've mounted that properly. Put the handlebars on. So it is getting quite close now. New blinkers, front and rear. I put the carby on. Now I'm waiting for a few parts, so in the next video I will do the final assembly, and it'll be at a stage for its first start. Stay tuned.